discussing about what is irrigation. We will understand what are the various traditional methods of irrigation and why irrigation is important. Now if we talk about irrigation, we should know that what is irrigation. Irrigation is nothing but just an act of watering plants. So if you are watching all the videos, you may know that we are discussing the various agricultural practices like preparation of soil, sowing seed, adding manure and fertilizers. Until and unless we are not providing sufficient and enough water to the crops, all these steps are of no use. Okay, because if we are providing manure, but if we will not provide enough water, so that manure will not be absorbed by the plants. So plants need water so that all these nutrients, manure, fertilizers, and they will be mixed up with the water and then the roots can easily absorb it. So that's the reason why water is very important for plants. So if you talk about water, water is important for all of us, for humans, for animals, for plants. All of us need water so as to absorb the nutrients, to absorb the minerals from the food. So in that case, in their case, in plants case, they need to absorb a lot of nutrients from the soil. For that they need to be watered on a regular basis. Alright, so the supply of water to crops at regular interval is called irrigation. So giving water at regular interval to any crop is called as irrigation. Now irrigation is very important because the germination of seed cannot take place in a dry soil. If the soil is not properly watered, the seed will never convert it into water, because for germination they need water. Okay, also harvesting protects the plants from very cold weather or from very hot climate. So in both the two extreme climates, moisture or this water helps the plant to survive. Okay, alright. So to maintain the moisture of the soil for healthy crops growth, field have to be watered regularly. Alright, now this irrigation can be done naturally when there is a rain. So when the rain comes, it naturally irrigates, it naturally gives water to the crops. But also children, there are few seasons in which we need to irrigate more often. For example, during summer when there is a lot of hot climate, the plants are devoid of the water, so we need to irrigate them. Also there are some types of crops, they need a lot of water, so just rain is not sufficient for them, so we do need to irrigate them. So the time and frequency of irrigation depends and it varies from crop to crop. So if the crop needs a lot of water, we will irrigate it more often. If the crop doesn't need a lot of water, we will not give it that quite often irrigation. Also different types of soil has different water demands. Also during some season we need to irrigate accordingly. So the time and frequency of irrigation depends on crop, it depends on soil, and it also depends on soil. So on these three factors the irrigation depends. Now what are the various sources of irrigation? Means from where we get the water. Okay, sources of irrigation means the sources where there is a water from where we can irrigate it. So the various sources of irrigation can be wells, that is very quite common and it is still practiced in many parts of our country. Another one is tube well that you can see here also. There is this motor which is attached with these pipes, tube wells, and they pump out the water from underground and throw it in the channel. This channel or the canal which you can say which is made by humans, and it takes the water to the farm. So these canals are being attached to the tube wells. The ponds, lakes, rivers, dams, canals, so all these are the various sources of irrigation. So nowadays also we are irrigating, and also in ancient times the people who were agriculturing, who were growing crops, they were also irrigating. Yes, but children, their methods of irrigation is quite different from the way we are irrigating right now. So we will discuss the 4 important traditional methods of irrigation. So what are traditional methods? The old method or the ancient methods, the old methods of irrigation, they are these 4. So they are commonly moat, that is pulley system, chain pump, dhekli and rag. So I have got a picture for you here also, moat system, and there another one is chain. I will explain them a little later. They are just the picture, dhekli, and this is the rag system. So now what happens in these processes that, so we will discuss here. So basically basically these four types of traditional method that we just saw, they were this pulley system, chain system, Dekli and Rahat. So first one is this mode, that is a pulley system. So if you will see the setup, children, you will see that there is this pulley which is attached to the chain or any rope which is operated by any farmer and which has a bucket at it one side. Okay, so this is operated by any man or any farmer. So the pulley takes the water from the well, it pumps out the water from the well with the help of this bucket, and the farmer takes the bucket and then this bucket is poured into a channel or a canal which is made by any farmer, and it takes the water into the farm. So but this method of irrigation is not efficient because all the time farmer is required there. Also there is uneven distribution of water because this bucket is taken by the farmer to the farm and unequal distribution of water is there in that system. Now if we talk about this chain system, so this chain system is quite very interesting. So if you will see here that it has a chain, as you can see here it has a chain and also attached with a wheel like a structure. It is also operated by humans and they have two buckets attached to it, and when you rotate that wheel, that you can see here, when you will rotate the wheel, this chain, when you will rotate the wheel, here. When you will rotate the chain, you will see that this bucket will take the water and it will pour it down the water in a canal. So this water is here again. I will show it. So if you will see here that this chain takes the water with the help of the bucket, and this is the source of water, maybe a well or a pond, any river, and it takes the water from well and river and pour the water into the channel, and that channel takes the water into the farm. But this also method needs a farmer all the time, so this is also not quite sufficient, or it is also not very efficient method. Now the another one is Dekli. So if you will see the setup of Dekli, it also consists of a well and it has this structure which has a narrow wooden log which is wide in shape and which is again attached with this narrow wooden log again, which has a bucket at one end and a load of any stone or heavy stone at the another end. When we put the heavy load in that end, the water is pumped out or is pulled out from the well, and it is then taken by any farmer and they pour it again into the channel, and then they take, then that water is being taken into the farm. So if you will see here that this is the rod which is attached with a heavy stone, it pulls out the water from the well and it is taken by the farmer and then it is taken. But this is also not very good method of irrigation because all the time farmers are also needed for that, and many times there is a wastage of water also. Now the another method of irrigation is this Rahat system, which is very old method of irrigation, around 1300. So it has this setup, as you can see here, that it has a round wheel which has these buckets. So this small dot that you can see, they had buckets in them, and this is the source of water, maybe river, pond or anything. Half of the setup is inside the water body and half of it is outside of it, and this system is again attached with the another system right near to its this place, and that is operated by two bulls or sometimes with the farmer. So half of the setup is under the water, half of it is above the water body, and that is the setup. And when these bulls rotate and when they move, they also tend to rotate this structure also. So when they will move, and when they will move, that wheel will also start moving and it will take the water, and these buckets will take the water and it will pour it in this channel which is made up by humans. So as you can see here, and this will take the water to the farms. Okay, and this channel will take the water into the farm. So I hope this methods of traditional methods of irrigating is quite fascinating for you. So in the next class we will study about the modern methods of irrigation, and if you have any doubt you can leave it in the comment section. Thank you, children.